Alright, so now it's time to install WordPress. So I'm going to go ahead and launch my cPanel. And once our cPanel loads, we've gone through the basics of everything in the cPanel, from email to files, to databases, domains, and all that. Again, we're going to focus on the software right here where we can start installing things like WordPress. Now, a couple different ways we can do this. We can just click on this link right here, and the reason I'm telling you this is because different cPanels will have it laid out in different ways, or there'll sometimes be a link, Soft Delicious Apps Installer. It's also in there as well. You can click that and go and install WordPress there. But usually if I see a WordPress thing in here under software, that's the easiest way to do it. So we're just going to go ahead and click that, and that's going to bring us to this screen. So now what we're going to do is click on Install, and this is going to give us the setup for installing WordPress. Now this is very, very easy. So what I'm going to do is just leave this. Make sure this in directory is blank. Sometimes if you have a host that puts in something automatically here, it'll say like WP. We don't want anything when under the in directory section. Okay, so we're going to leave that blank. So let's go ahead and come here. Now all this stuff is not super important besides your login. The only thing that's really important right now is the login. Everything else can be changed once you get into WordPress. But just for the sake of things, we're going to call this Landenberg SEO Guy, and we'll say the expert. All right, we'll change that later on likely. And then here, username, we'll do Greg. And then admin password, I'll just kind of make up something. Email is fine. You can just leave it at admin@landenbergseoguy.com. No problem there. So let's scroll down. Now you can choose plugins if you want to have plugins to install. Again, we can do all of this later. But since I know that this is a good one for security, because if you try more than 3 times without success, or 3 or 5 times, then it won't let you log in. That's just good for security, so it prevents hacking. Yeah, you could choose some of these other ones, but we'll just choose limit logins, and then any other plugins we want we'll install once we log in. You don't got to worry about advanced options, manage themes. We'll talk about themes a little later. I'll go through how you can install themes and all that and what they are. But now I'm just going to click on install, and we're just going to wait. And it usually takes anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds, although it can take a couple minutes sometimes depending on the speed of the host. You can see right here it has a percentage. It says this may take 3 to 4 minutes, although again, usually it does not take that long. Alright, so we have successfully installed WordPress. Now, WordPress is all installed, and the next step is going to be logging into WordPress, which we can also cover in this video. So there's a couple different ways you can log into WordPress. You can simply click this link right here, or you can know that you're always just going to put in the name of your site and then /wp-admin, and that will get you to the login screen. Now, when I went to the install, one of the reasons I told you to leave the in directory space blank is because if you put something in there, then it's going to be an additional thing in your login URL, and typically we never do that. We want WordPress to be just right here and not in an in directory. So just be aware to leave that field blank, or this is going to be different. Your login is going to be different. It's just simpler to do it this way. Okay. So again, to log in, we can click right here, and this should take us to the login. Now this already has us logged in, but I want to log out because I want to show you what it looks like when you log in. So I'm going to go ahead and log out. Now this is the WordPress login screen, and you get to this again by going to your name of your site /wp-admin. So I'm going to actually do it from scratch. So it's landenbergseoguy.com/wp-admin, and that's how you get to the login screen for any website you install WordPress on. As long as you put nothing in that in directory field, this is going to be how you log in. So then I'm going to hit enter. And it'll go to my WordPress login. And WordPress did take a little longer to install than usual. It was like a minute to 2. Usually for me it's under 30 seconds, but again, it depends on the host and exactly what you're installing. So we're now at the WordPress login screen by going to nameasite.com/wp-admin. Then you just put in your username you set, which for me was Greg, and then your password, and we hit login. And this will log us into the back end of our website or our WordPress area. And now this is where we make all the magic happen. So that's how you install WordPress. That's how you log in. Next, we're going to go get just an overview of WordPress. See you in the next video.